What's up, everybody? Now that we have taken down everybody at the battle company, the next thing I'm going to do is go east, actually west, sorry, to the Passerby Analytics HQ. And essentially, the Analytics HQ is something where you interact with other people who have DSs and you trade answers to questions that you've asked, but in reality, there's no cool items that you get, there's no cool Pokemon that you get. It's completely 100% pointless. So I'm not even going to really get into it. So anyway, here is the Pokemon Gym of Castelia City. This is where Burgh resides. And after we're done talking with Charon, Burgh should come out, and he will say that something bad with Team Plasma is happening at Prime Pier. So he heads off to Prime Pier, which is, I believe, the middle pier in, back at that main road to the south. But first, I'm going to continue exploring Castelia City. So we're going to go north because that building to the west doesn't have anything of value yet. But as we continue on with the story, it'll become useful. So here is the very first dancer of Castelia City, and there are a total of 3 dancers to battle, and as you can see here, he has Pansage, and you can assume pretty rightly that the other ones have Panpour and Pansear. I think I called this one Pansear, but it's Pansage if I messed that up. Anyway, so now that you've defeated him, after a couple of spins, he'll say, you should find other dancers to finish this guy's group. So at the end of the quest to get all of the dancers, you get a special item called the Amulet Coin, which is pretty cool because if a Pokemon holds the Amulet Coin during a battle that you win, you get more money. I think you get double the money. So that's a pretty cool item. Except for the fact that realistically, all the way through this game, I never really had that much of a problem with money. So, and in this building, after you talk to the dude in the suit and shades, you can come up here, which is it's just a party that's going on, and different people speak different languages. I think there's German, there's probably Italian, probably French, different things like that. And the only, really worthwhile thing to do here is talk to her, and she gives you TM45 Attract, which I believe if a female Pokemon uses it on a male Pokemon, it has a chance of becoming infatuated with the female Pokemon, which will sometimes make it not attack. So that's kind of a cool little move, but it's very, scenario specific. So, and right here, I believe if you've seen over 25 Pokemon, this guy gives you the Eviolite. And the Eviolite increases a Pokemon's defense and special defense if it isn't the final form of that Pokemon. For example, Chansey can evolve into Blissey, but strategically you can say, okay, I'm not going to evolve it because I can increase the defense and special defense, and I think the special defense and defense of a Chansey with Eviolite may be higher than a Blissey without, the effects of Eviolite. So that's something to keep in mind, that, some specific Pokemon can actually benefit from not evolving if they use that. And that old man right there, he's the name raider, and essentially, just like every other name raider, you can use him to rename your Pokemon. So if you gave your Pokemon a really dumb nickname and you're like, wow, I would really like to change this, or you didn't nickname your Pokemon and you thought, well, I'd really like to nickname my Pokemon because, having a Snivy named Snivy is kind of boring, you can go ahead and rename it. And this guy, the first phrase you answer is everyone happy, and the second phrase is simple connection, I believe. Yeah. And once you enter this, it allows you to transfer, let's see, Celebi, an event Celebi, an event Shiny Suicune, an event Entei, Shiny Entei, and an event Shiny Raikou, or however you pronounce the names. Again, I'm probably butchering them, but you can trade it. You can transfer those from Heart Gold and Soul Silver to this game, Black or White, and from there you can do a couple of things with the Celebi. You can use it actually in Castelia City and talk to a person that eventually I'll show you, who has a super quiet person standing next to her that she's reading a story to, and in reality that person is actually a Zorua. And if you bring an event Celebi to that quiet person, it'll actually show its true form, which is a Zorua, and you can take it into your party. So there is the second dancer, and I believe the third dancer is on one of the piers. So the first one's by the fountain, the second one is in this alleyway near the cafe, and the third one is in one of the piers. So, and with the shiny legendary cats slash dogs slash beasts, you can take... Actually, you know what? I totally forget what you can do with them. I thought you would take them to Abundant Shrine, but that's totally wrong. Actually, scratch that. I totally remember now. You take it to Lost Lauren Forest, which is, let's see, it is east of Nimbasa City. And if you do that, there's another, weird cooking person who will essentially turn into Zoroark, and then you can catch it. So that person gives you Flash, which if you ever go into a cave and it's super dark, you need to use Flash. So that's a pretty useful move if you ever find yourself in a cave. So, and then in this area you can buy a Castelia cone off to the left, but it's not a terribly useful item, so I wouldn't really bother personally. And this clown, or otherwise Harlequin, is a person who asks you to show him a Pokemon with a specific type of move. It's either a type of move or a Pokemon type. I think it's just a Pokemon type, though. But anyway, he'll give you a certain berry every day that you do that. So, yeah, again, not a terribly important side quest, but you can do it for shits and giggles if you want. And then, let's see what is in this next road. I know for a fact that in this next road, you can find the Zorua. I think that's probably the first thing. Nope, probably the second thing we're going to do, actually. But let's see what is here. This girl gives your Pokemon massages, and you may think, like, okay, it just went into a black screen, played some music, and it's done. That was kind of pointless. But in reality, using that chick to massage your Pokemon increases the happiness of your Pokemon. So if you have a Pokemon such as Woobat, who evolves based on happiness, you can use that to increase the likelihood that it'll evolve next time you level it up. And this hiker here gives you TM44, which is Rest, which puts your Pokemon asleep, but at the same time it heals most of its HP, if not all of it. So that's kind of, yet another move that isn't perfect, but it's good to keep things balanced. And there, that little kid that when you talk to it, it just says 3 little dots, that's a Zorua. And there you see Zorua right there. So if you have an event Celebi that you got from GameStop, or, other events, you can take that Celebi after you unlock the relocator from that scientist back at the north end of Castelia City. You can go ahead and bring a Celebi to this person and it will join your party. And the second floor right there that we just exited was the Game Freak area. And every big city in a Pokemon game always has a Game Freak area. And after you beat the Elite Four for the first time, you can actually battle Game Freak Morimoto, which more or less is kind of like... It kind of reminds me of like Gary back in the day, because he uses a lot of, varied Pokemon. And he's really powerful as well. And you can battle him once a day, once he actually starts showing up. And here we have met up with Burgh at Prime Pier, and here you can see Bianca and a new chick that we haven't met yet, and her name is Iris, and she is actually the gym leader in Opelucid City, and she specializes in Dragon Pokemon. So, after we see that Plasma member, Burgh chases him off, or actually follows him. And now you just need to follow him as well. And before that, I'm gonna, explore all of the piers though. And I think at this one, yep, there is the final dancer. So, I'm just gonna battle him real quick. And I think he has a Panpour. Nope, Pansear. Scratch that. And, so after we defeat him, all three of the dancers will be available at that fountain back in like the center of the city. And this boat, anybody watching this video by the time I upload it, it won't really be applicable unless you use like a Game Shark or something. Or, sorry, Action Replay, I'm too old. But yeah, that boat will take you to Liberty Garden, which allows you to battle a few Team Plasma members, and more importantly, it lets you battle a Victini, which is a legendary Pokemon, which is 694, yeah, and number 000 in the Unova Pokedex. So, but yeah, the shitty part about that is they only had the Liberty ticket, which was the ticket to Liberty Garden. They only made that available for like the first couple of months that Pokemon Black and White were available. So that kind of sucks for anybody buying the game now. But yeah, realistically, if you really want to, you can probably get the item through Action Replay. So anyway, and yeah, actually by the time I even played through this game, the the Liberty ticket was gone, so I couldn't play through it a second time for the video walkthrough, so that kind of sucked. But now that all four of us are back together, we get to meet Gatesis again, and two of the Plasma Sages. And essentially this is just him talking and talking and talking about, the kind of the dumb story of Pokemon Black. I don't really like it, as I've said before. And, here is Bianca's Muna. She gets him back. And then, before too long, the screen blacks out and everybody leaves. And then there is an item left over. And I believe, I forget what it was. Let me try to find it. I'm not finding it, so I'll just wait until I actually pick it up. I don't think it's a terribly useful item, though. Oh yeah, it's a Yachi Berry, or a Yacha Berry. Oh, scratch that. It's a Smoke Ball, which is yet another specialty Pokeball that isn't all that great. So, anyway. Now we are in the Castelia City Gym to battle Burgh. And oh, scratch that. Just want to show you me getting the amulet coin real quick. So, anyway, I will see you in the next video, which is going to be me taking on Burgh, the bug leader in Castelia City.